Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Bonsoir tout le monde, moi bien content de tourner dans channel là encore. In this video, on a fait sauce pois rouge. In this video, we're making red bean sauce. So I have the small red beans. You can use the bigger one if you like. I have garlic powder. I have seasoned salt and adobo and a can of coconut milk. So moi gagne poudre l'ail, saison sel. Moi gagne lait cocoyer avec adobo. Now I'm going to rinse my beans and I'm going to add them to my pot and I'm going to let it cook. I let mine cook for a good hour and 15 minutes. So après ces pois, mettez pois bouillir, ou quitter le cuit pour 1 heure 15 minutes depending on the heat, dépend de du feu ou utiliser. Now once my beans are cooked, I'm going to use my drainers. I have 2 of them, a big one and a small one. The big one is to just get the beans drained, and then the small one would be to take out the pulp from pureeing the beans. So ma pi utilize 2 passoires, yon gros, yon petit. Ti petit assez seulement pour me retirer ma poêle and fin blender. So right here I'm pouring my beans in, and then after that we're going to leave some beans in the bottom, maybe about a scoop of that in the bottom, and then we're going to pour it in our blender to blend it. To blend it, we're going to be using that same bean stock that we used when we were cooking it. So vous pas mettre en louche pois nan bom nan epi wap blender res la epi wap vle utilize même de l'eau pois pour ka blender pois pour faire sauce pois. So when you're adding that stock, that bean stock water, you don't want to add too much to your beans because bean sauce is not supposed to be watery. It's supposed to have a nice consistency of thickness, but not too thick. So in order to achieve that, you don't want to add too much water. Now I'm not going by measurements because I'm adding all the beans in my blender. But what I'm not doing is I'm not overflowing it with that stock. I'm only leaving it in there enough to blend, but not to be completely covered in that water. So là blender pois pour sauce pois pas de l'eau ou vle li presse non pas vle trop presse. So là wap mette de l'eau pois, pas mette en pile like right here that I'm showing. I did not overflow it. So ou pas vle mette trop de l'eau pour pois ka bien blender pour ka vini bien presse. Alright, so once it looks like this, nice thickness, you're going to add that to the remainder of the stock you had in your bowl. And the reason why is because we're going to mix all of this together, and then we're going to get our smaller drainer. Well, first I pour it back in the blender because it's easier that way, and then you're going to get your small drainer, put it over the pot that you're going to cook it in, and then you're going to pour it out so you can get the pulp out. So là ou fin blender pois, ou ap retire wap metel nan de l'eau pois ou te gen sou kote ya. L'on metel wap boisel, apre sa ou metel li nan blender ya. Pran ti passoire piti ya pou ka vide pois la dan pou ka retire ma. And then after that, we just going to finish the cooking process. Alright, now that we're done with that, you can go ahead and dispose of the pulp and then put your pot on the stove at medium heat. We're going to add our coconut milk followed by our seasonings. Once it comes to a nice boil, I tasted it, and then that's when I added some salt to it. So l'on fin retire ma, wap jetel, et puis wap mette bon pois sous du feu, ou vle kite le chaud à sous medium, et puis wap mette épices monte montre yo sel, saison sel la avec garlic lan, l'ail, and then lè li fon bon bouilli ou goutel sou li mérite sel ou a mette. Moi-même moi toujours mette un petit sel après li fin faire un bon premier bouilli. And then that's pretty much it. It's very simple. You just want to have it at a medium heat. You don't want it high because you want it to take its time to cook. So ou vle kite pois faire un bon cuit. I'm adding some fresh thyme on here. It's also optional, but it does make it taste really good. And I'm also adding some habanero pepper, and I'll be adding some butter as well. So moi mette un petit thing avec moi mette un petit piment piqué pour ka bay sauce pois un bon goût. Now if you run into the problem where your sauce pois is a little watery, you can just take some flour with water and add some in there, and it'll thicken it up for you. Si pois ou ta fait de l'eau li pa ba ou un bon presse, ou ka prend un petit farine avec un petit de l'eau et puis vous mettez de la donne pour le café sauce pois bien presse. But in order not to run into that problem is to not over blend the beans. Pour nous pas gen problème ça, il en a blender l'eau, pas doit mettre un peu de l'eau. And that's pretty much it. And with this, you can have it with rice, you can have it with cornmeal, you can have it with millet, you can have it with a lot of different things. You can eat it with plantains. So nous connaissons sauce pois, nous ka manger diri, moulin, petit mi, bleu. You can eat it with a lot of different things. And that's how it looked like, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I love you all for watching. Until next time, bye.